Why else would you still be at my damn house? Because I just went to go slam the door thinking I was doing something and the door didn't even slam. Oh yeah, come back outside. Oh, when you come in this house, you playing spades. Because y'all causing a damn ruckus. Let's keep it cute. Be a lady. And that's what I think. That's what I think. You can take that apology, roll it up, and smoke it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Kai and I'm back with another video. Okay, as y'all can see, I'm at my mama's house. So, if it's a little loud, the background a little, you know, it's because I'm over here with the kids. But, anyways, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm back. And I'm back with another story time. So, I know you read that title. I know that's why you clicked on this video. So, we're about to get into it. Today's story is going to be about the time that these girls tried to fight me, you know, tried to tussle with me. Keyword tried, but well, tried is even a bit generous, but y'all hear this story. But before we get into all of that, if you're new here, hey, how you doing? Join us. You'll love it here, I promise. Ask anyone. You don't gotta take my word for it. And if you're loyal, you're a returner, you keep coming back again like you always do. You know I'll rock with you. You know I love you. Stuff we don't even got to get into because y'all know that already. Now let's go ahead and get into the story. So this story takes place almost a year ago. It happened last year, 2022, in October. So I'm trying to think how I want to start. Y'all know I always give y'all context and then I get into like the meat and potatoes of the story. But at first I gotta give y'all a little context, you know, set the table, y'all the plate, you know, all the things. So basically this particular incident happened in October. Like I said, I'm in college. For those of you who are new here who don't know already, I'm in college going into my senior year. And basically it was like hurricane season, you know, Florida living, it was like hurricane season. So for some reason, not for some reason, obviously for a hurricane warning, we had gotten like some day off of school. I don't know if it was like the next week, like the start of the next week, or the rest of the week that this incident took place, but I know that we had got like some time off of school or something. Hey, Truth. Shh. Thank you, Queen. Sorry. But we had gotten like some time off of school because of the hurricane. I really want to say we had got like Thursday and Friday off. I don't, but look, I could be lying. So just know that we got some time. Hey, we had got some time off school. It's hot. We got a fan. Anyway, so damn, where was I? Yes, so we had got some time off school. That's how I remember like when the incident took place. So I guess to like kick off the end of the week or whatever, one of the orgs at my school was doing like this little presentation showcase kind of thing. I can't say too much because, you know, I don't ever say too much, but you know, you got the context clues, you can put two and two together, then you could figure out what I'm talking about. This organization at my school was having like this little showcase or whatever. And you know, I like to go out to those kind of showcases, you know, show my face and see what's going on. And you know, it don't be nothing else to do, why not go out and support, right? So me and my friends end up going to this event, right? It was like 6 o'clock after school, like after everybody main class hours and stuff, and we had came, you know, whatever. It was a nice little cool little time. While we were at the event, my roommate, she had the bright idea. She was like, let's throw our homeboy a birthday party. And what am I gonna call him? Let's throw Darius a birthday party. And I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. Darius was turning 21. It was a hurricane / birthday party. So she was like, yes, let's do it. So I'm like, let's do it. And she wanted to do it at our house. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm fine with that or whatever. Like, you know, he'll love that. So she was like, okay, I'm going to start telling people, like, go ahead and start telling people that were at the event that we were already at. Go ahead and start telling them that we're going to throw a party later. So basically, I'm like, okay. I didn't really tell anyone because, like, you know, I don't really talk to them people to be inviting them to a party at my house, but she did. So we had people. She was like telling people like, hey, we're having a party at our place at 11. Now let's say the event on campus, which I want to say it started at like 7, 8, not really 6, ended at like 10ish, right? Like, you know, people lingering conversations, saying bye 1,000 times. Like, let's say it wrapped up at like 10. She was like, we're gonna do it at 11. So, you know, if we leaving one event to go to another event, nobody's gonna come at 11. But, you know, we just got to get them that window. So she's like, start at 11 or whatever. So people are like, oh, okay. Like, she's telling me like, yeah, people are saying like they gonna come through or whatever. They, you know, whatever. So we end up, okay, the event that we're at ends, and we're like, okay, we need to hurry up. So me and my roommate and like 3 or 4 of our other homegirls were like, okay, we scrambling to go get the stuff ready for the birthday party. We gonna go set it up, hook it up. You know, we want to get balloons. We want to do all the things. We got to get the drinks. We got to get this. We got to get that. Like, you know, we're hosting a party, so we got to leave. We actually have to be there at 11. Now, everybody else probably ain't gonna show up at 11, but just in case, we need to be to the house and try to have everything set up by 11. So we leave. We in like 2 different cars, going to the stores, picking up all the stuff, whatever. We got everything. Went back to the house, set everything up. I went and changed my clothes because even though I'm saying like a party is more of like a kickback style party, like, you know, chill, last minute, just to do something to celebrate Darius because, like, you know, 21st birthday and he ain't really have like no plans. So, you know, do something nice for him. So yeah. We end up setting everything up. People started coming or whatever, and it's like a nice turnout, right? Like, I'd say overall we had, I'll say somewhere like near like 70-ish people in attendance. All 70 of them were not there all at once, but it was like people that came in and out, that kind of thing. And like the way our house is set up, we have like a townhouse, so it's not like a traditional apartment. Like, we have like the living room, kitchen areas all downstairs, so like, you know, it was pretty much enough space ish for the people that were there. We had like in the living room, we had cards going, we had like a card table going. You know, me and my homegirls, we like to play spades. That's what we do. What you and your homegirls do, I don't know. Y'all need to step y'all pussy up, you know, learn how to play spades, because that's what we doing when you come in this house. We playing spades. We had like beer pong out on the back porch, back patio, whatever. For the people who want to like go outside and do that, not really beer because, like, you know, who's drinking beer? Like, we're not that old yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it cute. Be a lady. And we had like drinks in the kitchen area. People were socializing in there. Woo, 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 you know, all kinds of things. So, I'm like, during the whole party, like, I'm like walking around and stuff, like checking, like, you know, we got the music playing on the TV, like on my roommate phone, like music hooked up to the TV, all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, it's a nice little vibe or whatever. So I'm in the living room most of the time playing spades. We asking like, hey, y'all know how to play spades? Like, you know, don't nobody really know how to play spades, like not the vast majority, but because me and my homegirls know how to play spades, we just assume everybody else does. They don't, but you know, whatever. So let's fast forward to the end of the party. So Darius ends up enjoying himself a little bit too much, right? He is out of there, gone, right? So my roommate is like, yeah, woo, woo, woo. She walks him out to his car with his homeboy, who, like, we know we check and make sure like you're good to drive, like you haven't been drinking, like, you know, responsible with it. But we do all the checking and stuff. They're good. They go ahead and leave. My roommate's out there, you know, assessing the situation, making sure everybody's straight, everybody good. I'm in the house at this time. When she comes back in the house, she's like, yeah, Darius just left or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So you want me to like wrap the party up, right? Like, you know, auntie tired. One, you know, I party and stuff like that, but like, you know, baby, it's time to go home. After a certain time, I need to get in the bed. You know what I mean? Like, and then we're hosting, so like, even when we end the party and y'all go home, we're not done. We still have at least another 30 minutes of straightening everything up, cleaning up, that kind of stuff, right? Y'all know. So I'm like, okay, good. So like, you ready to wrap it up, right? Because she hosting the party, so I'm like, we on your time or whatever. Like, you know, if I get tired, I'm just gonna go to the bed. You gonna have to deal with that by yourself. But she was like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll make the announcement. So I'm like, all all right, y'all. Like, I paused the music on the TV. I'm like, all right, y'all. Y'all don't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here. Y'all have a good night. I make the announcement in the living room, go to the kitchen, make the announcement in the kitchen, not the full thing. I just be like, all right, y'all, good night. Y'all have a good night. Wrap it up. Thank y'all for coming. Go out on the back patio. All right, thank y'all for coming. The door's like open in the kitchen and the back patio. So like, they can kind of hear. So I just do like a little lean, whatever, get the message across nonetheless. People are like, oh, thank y'all, like, we have fun, thank y'all for having us come out, thank y'all for inviting us, but all the things, we giving hugs and goodbyes and all the stuff or whatever. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you was here. Like, a little small talk, but not too much, because it's time to go. So we start wrapping up, right? Mind you, like, I'm saying it's time to go, so I'm going to go get like a big trash bag. I'm walking around, I'm putting cups in, pouring stuff out in the sink, putting a cup in the bag. I'm walking around getting loose miscellaneous items. I'm throwing stuff in, collecting belongings over here. Like, I'm doing the whole cleanup thing. My roommate's still like outside, I guess. I don't really know like where she was at during this next little portion of the night, but she was doing her whatever thing, right? So I'm cleaning up and stuff or whatever. People like, they still saying bye to each other, wrapping up conversation stuff. So I'm not like, get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I made an announcement. Now y'all got like a little grace period. Y'all got like 15 till I get done cleaned up to be up out this house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never that serious, but like, just make sure you get the hell out in a decent amount of time. I understand people like call Ubers and Lyfts and stuff and share rides and whatnot. You might be waiting on your home girl. Like, I get it. So, I'm not going to do too much. So, I'm packing up the stuff, right? And I go out on the back patio, y'all. This is where it gets shicey. Things take a turn for the worst. I grabbed my bag, the bag that I got. Mind you, I grabbed the bag, and I also had grabbed the broom out the closet and set it to the side by the laundry room, because I'm about to sweep next, auntie cleaning up. Grab the bag, I go out on the back porch, and I'm like, I'm going out there to clean up all the beer pong stuff, right? So I'm getting the cups and stuff, and as I walk out, like when I initially step out, there's like a group of girls behind the door. I say a group by like 10, 12 of them, right? So I go out, I step out, and it's like a group of girls behind the door. So like, I'm like, oh, like, whatever. On my bad, y'all, whatever. And they don't say nothing. They're just looking at me like,
that's eyelashes, blank stare.
and I'm like, we're not gonna do too much. I'm keeping it cute because maybe they're just startled and this is their reaction to being shocked. I don't fucking know. But I'm just keep it cute. So I grab the bags. I don't even say nothing about it. I just get the cups. I'm stacking the cups, pouring the liquid in one cup, throwing the cups away, grabbing the ping pong balls. I'm doing all the things or whatever. I head back into the house. Directly behind the door, like on the inside, is the laundry area off to the side. So I go set the stuff down, the ping pong ball and all that stuff. I throw the last cups away, put the bag down. I pick up the broom, y'all. I go to pick up the broom, the door flies open like as if somebody leaned back and kicked the fucking door, y'all. It flies open, no dramatics. And I'm like, mind you, I'm turned around, so like they kick the door open, it hits me in the middle of my back, the doorknob. So I'm like, the fuck? Like, I actually say, I'm like, the fuck? And like, I turn, and mind you, it's like a soft closed door, like a soft, lightweight door. Like, it's not too crazy. So you had to have swung it. You know what I mean? Like, well, I guess not if it's light. But, you had to put a little force behind it for it to swing with that much velocity and force and whatnot. But so, like, the door's still open because it's not heavy where it's going to, like, close by itself. So, like, I grab, like, the little... I grab it. I'm like I peek my head around the corner like, now who the fuck did that? I look, y'all, and they all just standing there like, all 10 to 12 of them. So can't none of y'all talk or comprehend what the fuck's going on right now. Don't piss me off. So I'm like, the fuck? And I like try to slam the door, y'all. It's such a lightweight door, it don't even slam. It don't even close all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give it an extra push to close it. Now I'm irritated because I just want to go slam the door thinking I was doing something and the door didn't even slam. I'm pissed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm upset. I'm genuinely upset. So, I'm like, the fuck? So I grab the broom and I start sweeping, but I'm sweeping with an attitude now because, like, Like, who the fuck they think they is, hit me with the door? But you know, I'm also trying not to start unnecessary confrontation and drama when, like, you know, this will all blow over, and like, you know, I won't even give a fuck about it tomorrow, right? So I'm like, you know what, just fucking sweep and just whatever. End up cleaning up some more. I'm sweeping some more. I'll say like a good 35 seconds go by before I start hearing mumbling, cackling. Bitches is mumbling and cackling.
Y'all mumbling and cackling? Y'all sending group text messages about the motherfucking queen while the queen is in the motherfucking
And I'm like, you know, all I hear is,
cause who the fuck she thinks she is, and bitch this and bitch that and da da da.
who does she think she is? I'm the owner of this house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hold on, like hold on. So I'm like, the fuck? Cause that shit hit me. Like, I say it real loud, y'all. Like, I yell it through the door. Mind you, I don't have to be too loud. It's the door ain't but so big. But like I said, just like I heard y'all, I'm like, the fuck is that shit hit me? Stand on the top of the door with the broom in my hand. I'm just like sitting here like, who the fuck are y'all? Like, I can hear you bitches. Basically, that's what that was. Like, bitch, I can hear you, hoe. Like, shut the fuck up. And then like the door opens again, like not slams, but it like pushes open again, and there's this one girl in the front, the one who's been in the front, the one who I feel like is the one who's on the door open in the first place, because you front and center. So it must. Okay, I'm back. I ran out of storage, and then I recorded this part, and then it deleted, and now I'm re-recording it again. So yeah. Anyway, back into it. So yeah, I'm like, she must have been the one, right? So at that point, like the door had pushed open, right? And then the girl that's in the front, she took 2 steps forward, like 1 step into the house, like over the threshold, and then another step like closer to me. And she was like 2 more steps, 2.5 more steps, like away from being like, you know, like up on me, right? So I'm in my head already calculating, like, all right, this to take 2 more steps. Like, you know, but you know, whatever. So she took 2 more steps, and then that's when I threw the broom down. I was like,
the fuck? Cause that hit me.
I throw the broom down, right? She take 2 steps back. Them same 2 steps in reverse, right? So she goes back outside, cause like, you know, she done took them 2 steps back. And now the homegirls is like they like grabbing her like a little bit, like, you know, like, nah, like she's drunk, my bad, like, you know, she's sorry, like, you know, she drunk, da 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 da, like trying to apologize on her behalf and be like, oh, she's sorry, like, you know, whatever. But at that point, you can take that apology, roll it up, and smoke it, because I don't want that shit no more. Like, what do you mean you apologize after you all was just sitting out here calling me all kinds of bitches and hoes and disrespecting me in my house that we invited you over here? Like, you know, isn't that the crazy part? Like, you know, let's really think about it, right? So like, you calling me all kinds of bitches and hoes, and then y'all already hit me with the door. Ain't nobody want to offer up no apology. Then you could keep that shit. I don't even want it no more. So now I'm sitting here like, the fuck, mind y'all, like I'm got like a little liquor in my system. I'm a little encouraged up, you know, whatnot. That's why like I didn't have no issue pressing them when it was all of them, because it's like what the fuck y'all gonna do to me? Fight me? Beat me up? Well, I'm about to grab her, and it's good luck to y'all, because my homegirl's coming. So at that point, whenever it was like she took 2 steps back and then they apologized and whatnot, I'm like, nah, like, you know, whatever. And like, before I could like get to saying what I'm saying, like popping my shit for real, my roommate ended up coming from wherever she was at. She ended up coming up there like to the back door where we were at, and she's like basically like, what's going on? And I'm basically like giving her the rundown. I'm like, cause a bitch wanna hit me with the door, da da da. I'm like giving her the rundown, but I'm looking dead at them. So I'm like, a bitch wanna hit me with the door, don't wanna say excuse me. Then when I close the door, a hoe wanna talk shit, talking about bitch this and bitch that and da 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 da, and they in my shit. Don't even know that y'all in my.
Who are you?
I'm Pam. Who are you?
I'm the owner of this house.
Oh.
Da da da. I'm going off because it's like, still they don't even know who house they in. That's the crazy part. Because watch this next part though. Like, watch this next part. So I'm saying all that, and my roommate's basically like calm down, like you know, chill, like yeah, like I heard you, but relax or whatever. And so I'm still sitting over here with attitude, mind you. When my roommate came up and she at the door, she trying to like mediate or whatever. She not popping she not saying no hot shit, like popping her shit. She not doing nothing. She just like what's going on? Like what's the issue? Like what? And then my other two homegirls that was still here, that was cleaning up in the living room, they end up coming in. So, cause before that point, like I hadn't been loud or nothing, whatever. Like, you know, I was just thinking I'm handling it, like letting the shit brush off my shoulders. Bitch, when I gave you grace the first time, you should have took that shit and walked home with it. Because why are you still here acting an ass, you know? So, what happened? Yeah, so she's asking them like, you know, like basically telling them like, oh no, like y'all gotta go or whatever. And they're like, nah, like we're here for Darius. Like, where's Darius? And she's like, Darius is gone. They're like, this Darius house or whatever. And we're like, and my roommate's like, no, this is my house. Like, the fuck are you talking about, basically? But mind you, she not cussing them. She not doing nothing. It's like very respectful with it. Me, no. Like, y'all don't, the respect is out the window. Y'all threw that shit out first, and you know that was it. So, she like, this is my house, the house where I pay bills at, the house where I pay bills at. Like, she's saying that, and then they like basically trying to tell her like, bitch, no, this is not your house. But it's like, how dumb do you have to be like, no, it's actually not your house? Because you know, right? Because apparently one of the girls there, she like was talking to Darius, so like I guess that's why they was lingering so long after I had already told them to leave. Because mind you, at this point, it's done like, we done fast forwarded about what, 15 minutes at this point. Like, y'all ass should have got the hell out 15 minutes. But you know, grace period. So like, you know, y'all had a 15 minutes grace period. Y'all don't gotta ride by now. Step. Wait for they ass outside in the parking lot. Like, at this point, because y'all causing the damn ruckus. So she like basically like, no, this is not my house, like y'all need to leave or whatever. And I'm like, yes, get the fuck out. Like, and at that point, like I had already like got up the room and started sweeping a little bit, because like, you know, I'm not about to sit here and argue with no bitch that ain't trying to fight me. And I'm just like, you know, sweeping, but I'm like saying little shit too. And then they're like walking off, and they're like saying like I can't even say what they was saying, because like, you know, it's gonna give away too much. But they was basically saying like some like lame ass, green ass, disrespectful ass shit, right? And so my roommate ended up closing the door. They ended up leaving out the back way, and then my roommate ended up closing the door. And then she was basically asking me like, what happened, like to like, I guess, tell them. And then my other homegirl was also asking like, girl, what happened? Like, what happened? So we go in the living room. I give them the whole rundown from the time that, you know, they hit me in the back with the door, and like I'm telling them or whatever. And this is like, we done fast forward another like 10 minutes of me like telling the story, them giving commentary, them chiming in, I'm saying this, I'm re-explaining this. Like, you know, I'm giving the whole thing. Y'all know I tell stories to y'all. It's gonna take me a minute, because I'ma always elaborate. So my homegirl, in the midst of me like giving them the rundown or whatever, one of my homegirls, she gets up, she goes to the front door, opens it, and stands outside like this. And then she like, because I feel like I hear bitches laughing, and I'm like, do you hear bitches? No, I done turned up my, you know, I'm tuned in. So I'm like, dude, bitches is mumbling and cackling about the motherfucking queen, like mumbling and cackling, like really? So I'm like, and I hear like a little bit of like, you know, a little bit of hyena whatnot in the, like the distance, but like nothing too loud. Also, I'm in the house, I'm not outside with her. But I'm like, just close to her. Like, they know where the house is at. This is what I'm telling them. I'm like, they know where we at. Like, if they want an issue, they would have got that shit already, or they'll come back to get it. Like, either way, they not on that shit. So like, it ain't even no point in staying outside. So she closed the door or whatever. We wrap up our conversation, do a little extra little cleaning, and that take like what, like another like additional 5 minutes or whatever. So it done been what, like about 35 minutes, like, since I said like leave and all that. So whatever, we finished cleaning up or whatever, and then like we say our goodbyes, like, you know, we getting on talking about that, we saying goodbyes and everything like that, doing a little closing, little, you know, I'ma fuck with you. And then me and my roommate went to the door, we stood outside and made sure they got to their car safely, got in the car and like started it up or whatever. And then we went in the house. We went our separate ways. She went to her room, I went to my room. I took my clothes off. I'm getting in bed, I'm calling my sister, and I'm like, girl, I'm like, why these bitches try to fight me? Group A and Group B. That's how I'm going to refer to them for the rest of the story time. Group A and Group B, because it was two different organizations in the group that was like confrontational, right? So I'm like, Group A and Group B, da da da. But my sister's asleep, so like I get on the phone with her, I'm like, girl, why these girls try to fight me? She like, huh? Like, you know, she mummying, like, you know, she just woke up. So before I could even get into the story of like telling her like what happened, I'm like, hold on, like my homegirl calling me. I answered the phone. She like, oh yeah, come back outside. Group B was gone at this point. I said, all right, hung up the phone. I shimmy my clothes back on and slip some slides on, and I head out. On my way out, I knock my roommate door. I say, they said come back outside. Go back outside, y'all. Mind you, it done been like another 5 minutes has elapsed, right? So it done been about 40 minutes since y'all should have been the fuck out. So I go out, we walking, not saying nothing, we just walking to the car. The way they are is like, if you go out of the house like this way, it's like parking spaces, and like this, like off to the right, it's like the place where the cars drive to get in parking spaces, right? So the car is like in the middle of that, and you could tell like they did like a little loop because the front of the car is facing this way, right? And the parking space that was in was further that way. So I know that they did a little loopy-loop, which you know, that's their business. Like, they could go do a loop-a-loop, a little perimeter check. You bitches should have been home. So the car is like stopped. My homegirl, she's sitting at the passenger seat like this. My other homegirl, she's standing at the trunk like this, like, and they both like talking, and it's not like loud, but like they chattering a little bit. And so me and my roommate get over there, and I'm like, so what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? Because if I'm not mistaken, I should be the only here with a problem. Me and my roommate, of course, because you just disrespected us in our house. Me more than anyone, because you disrespected me a few times, and I let that slide. I tried to chalk it up to y'all having a fun drunk night or a bad drunk night, and you took it and ran with it, right? So like, if anybody has an issue, it should be me. So I'm asking you, because I'm really trying to figure out what the fuck are you still doing here? You should have been gone. One of the girls, they're like, I don't even know what's going on. Mind you, she was standing over here by the car. She walked this way because they were parked like off to this side, on this side of the parking lot. Like, let's say it's like parking spaces here and parking spaces here, and like in the middle where my head's at, it's like the road. My homegirls was in the road and they were parked over here. I don't know what's going on. Your shoes are off. If I'm not mistaken, that means you about to, what? You think you about to whoop somebody's ass, right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, that's what I think. She got that hat on still, but them shoes is off. So now I'm thinking that you trying to run it. So I'm like, what? Like, now I'm getting irritated. So I turn to my homegirl who's standing at the trunk. And I'm like, what we doing? And she didn't even say nothing. She just looked. And now I'm looking, because you bitches are pathetic. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what? Like, what's even going on? Then over here at the car, it's like 2 of them at the car. One of them standing like out by the driver's side, and they're like, oh, they're just drunk. We just drunk, y'all. Like, they just drunk, da da da. As she starts saying that, they start walking back to the car. But like, nobody was trying to say nothing or do nothing in the meantime, in between time. So I'm like, what were y'all still lingering around for? Because I'm thinking originally, I'm like, they must be here because they wait on a ride, right? That was the first thought. Second thought was, oh, they was here waiting on Darius. But now they know that he gone, which they was doing a horrible job waiting on him, because, baby, Darius been gone. Like, craziness. Darius been gone for like damn near an hour while y'all still here in the parking lot. But it's like, okay, Darius been gone 30 minutes ago when y'all was in the house. So like, okay. Third, y'all still here an additional 15-20 minutes, and y'all have a car. So now you here because you want to get an issue, right? Like, that must be it. You know, I'm no mathematician, no math magician, but that's what I'm thinking. Because why else would you still be at my damn house? And now you talking about, oh, we're drunk, da 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 da. If you can't hold or handle your liquor without causing an issue, being disrespectful, or trying to fight somebody, you just don't need to drink, baby. And you should never expect me to give a fuck about none of that, because if you was grown enough to drink that drink, throw it back, and throw however many more back after that, and act like you wanted an issue with me, then you should be grown enough to actually get your issue without somebody trying to come run to your aid and be like, oh, she's drunk. She's a grown-ass woman. It's given like y'all really wanted an issue, but now y'all don't want an issue no more because you realize that we don't mind getting up with y'all. Just go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go home. Then she was like, oh, y'all want to go to Waffle House? Let's go to Waffle House. Let's get something to eat. Let's go to Waffle House. And I'm just like, I look at my roommate at that point because I'm like, no way in hell would I have ever invited nobody that's about to fight me out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it never gave that. But then we like, it kind of just like dissipated after that. The situation kind of just like settled down after that. And that was pretty much like it. And then the next day, my homegirl who wasn't there, who was a part of Organization B, she ended up calling my roommate and being like, what happened last night? Because basically Organization A is saying that I was going off and just start cussing and fussing at them for no reason. Yeah. And I'm like, baby, if you want an issue with me, you don't have to spread a fucking rumor. Like, you literally was at my house. You know where I stay at because you were just here. So like, somebody remember where the house at. Everybody going drunk because somebody drove y'all home. Don't go spread a rumor. Like, how fucking old are we? Like, bitch, don't go home and be like, oh, I was fussing cussing for no reason, because I can give you a reason. Like, you know damn well I had a reason. You was acting an ass and you just don't want to take accountability. And then the girl from Organization B was the one who had walked up on me, and basically she had like apologized and was like she don't remember nothing, like she was drunk or whatever, which I don't believe that shit either. But I was like, you know, bare fucking minimum, I'm not about to, you know, go grab the bitch, you know, whatever. So like, that was really like it after that. That was really like the end of that situation. And then it was kind of like from there, nothing else came of it, nothing else happened. And like, at this point, it's no bad blood or no beef or nothing between like any of me or any of the people in the organizations or anything like that. I'm just telling it from the perspective of when it happened, that's how I felt, because they did indeed have me fucked up. And I will say that to the day you know what I mean, because that's exactly what happened. But yeah, so I hope y'all liked it. Hope y'all enjoyed this story. I got another story coming for y'all after I drop my next vlog, which give the vlogs the same love that y'all give the story times, because if you really with me, you really rock with me. You know, we 1K and some change. If all y'all rock with me, y'all will rock with me the whole time, the whole way through. Every piece of content I drop. Don't just like the story times. You know, don't half-ass it. You know what I mean? Go the whole way. But the next story time is even crazier, because it's about the time I actually did fight 10 plus bitches, which just happened Sunday. So yeah, I can't wait to tell y'all about that story. Anyways, love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe once again, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Get out. Love you. Y'all, the Bob is